Good evening, everyone. This is Meghna on behalf of Collaborative Art Space, hosting the opening and walkthrough of our virtual exhibition for our Biennale space and not yet decided. Before we begin, I would like Malavika, Mandal, Andrew, the person behind this entire concept, to speak a few words.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to see you all on our third Zoom meeting and the virtual exhibition. And it's a really very good artwork we have got this time, which was not possible without you people. Meghna is taking day and night to install the exhibition. And our physical exhibition right now is going at Tasmai Art Gallery. Let me tell about the collaborative project. It's a project where two or more than two people are working together. And for the junior one, which we call young artist, there two people are working together, and the name of that project is not yet decided. And the professional artist, they are working three artists together, and the project name is Space. Along with Kirti and me, Malavika has curated this show. We thought of both physical and digital medium to explore, because that is the part right now we all are working. And that made me easy to, to see each other, to be near to each other. So our today's guest is Colleen and Renata. They will be joining soon, because there is a time gapping is there, and there is some changes in the time. So they will be joining soon. Let me give it to our today's, what I should say, Meghna, to take away, to take into the exhibition. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Malavika. Thank you so much. So yeah, unfortunately, as I mentioned, that we have been going through a lot of glitches, and they have been there while we were installing the exhibition. A lot of things aren't rendering properly. We are still technically dealing with that. So our presentation today will happen through folders, and we'll go through each artwork and the artists will talk about it. I will still quickly go through the exhibition, whatever's been there. We are trying to get it up ASAP. So probably by the weekend, you guys will have the official link to explore the exhibition.
एग्जीबिशन देखो लेटे बैठ के मेरा ब्यूटीफुल
Meghna, you are, I think mic is off. We cannot hear you.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, now.
Yeah. Okay, so excuse me. This is our exhibition. As I've mentioned, there have been a few glitches, so Unfortunately, not everything is getting rendered properly. We are in talks with Kunstmatrix just to figure out what is going on and why we are facing these issues. So as of today, we will be going through just the plain artwork and talking about it, listening to the artist talk about it. I'll be switching back to my screen now. So we will begin with exploring Not Yet Decided, which was the collaborative art project of young artists, where two artists from different schools worked together to create collaborative artwork. I would like to call upon one of the first groups, Kanak Nitin Daswani from Delhi Public School, Nagpur, and Manasvi Gandhi from Zydus School for Excellence, Godavi. Are either of the artists present here today?
Meghna, you have shared the folder? Because in this on screen it is not visible.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
I think my internet connection is poor. It's taking a bit of time. Give me one second. Hello.
Yes, Meghna. Yes.
I have shared the folder, but it's not coming up. I don't think so. My internet is working right now.
ऐसे भी डाल सकते हैं हम यहाँ पर ऐसे।
Second, I think I have poor internet. It's just not coming up. Give me 1 second.
That's the little problem of our internet, I mean, digital world. Otherwise, it's beautiful, but that's how we have to adjust.
I am trying to share my screen. Is it visible?
And shall I try, Meghna?
Yeah, I think you should try. I don't think
But
so.
you have to give me the permission,
Yeah,
and you
I'm
have to tell
making.
me where it is. That is also another problem.
Give me 1 sec.
Yeah. It's under inside not yet decided.
Yeah, it's the not yet decided exhibition folder.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, all are together, right?
Yeah.
So, do you think you able to? I have to take the name, right? Adrit.
Yeah,
Adrit?
I'll do that. Give me
Okay.
1 sec.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you
Good
managed.
afternoon, ma'am.
Meghna, you only managed, I think.
Yes, my internet finally worked.
Hmm?
This is the
Yeah.
artwork by young artist Adrit Purkait. Is she here?
Adrita Furkait.
Adrita. Oh, hi. Hi, Adrita.
Yes,
Sorry.
hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Yes, ma'am.
So you
Yes,
want
ma'am.
to talk about your artwork? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. This artwork. Ma'am, can you give me 1 second?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry. Yes, ma'am. This artwork is about like this. What's? Oh, I have to talk about this artwork, right?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you want to say. You have 2 more collaborative artworks. Should I move to them?
No, this artwork is, I think the name is What's Next. This artwork depicts the like our future. So like what challenges we face in life. Like you never know what challenge are we going to face. Like in the game of chess, we don't know like what opponent, like who's your opponent, and what do you like what do you face in the future. It's like always like strategy. You have to like uh, think of the solution. You like
Right. Thank you so much. Yeah, as
yes.
we move towards your other artwork, we'll call upon you again.
Ma'am, I
Yeah.
have to leave.
Oh, that is okay. Give me 1 second. I'll quickly go through your other artwork so that we can you talk a bit more about. And is that okay? 2 more minutes?
Yes, I think it's okay, but okay.
Oh, no. Is it an emergency? If you really have to leave, that's fine.
Yes, I have to go to tuition. That's why I was.
Oh, please do. Not going to hold you back from
Fine,
tuition.
Adrita. Thank you for joining. At least you
Thank
made
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
Big thing.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am. You're
you.
welcome. Yes, ma'am. Welcome. Yes, sir. Bye.
Bye. So this is the individual artwork of Anika Goenka. Is Anika Goenka here from the young artists? So this is Anika Goenka's artwork titled Existence or Morality. And a lot of existential crises depicted in very rough lines. We'll move to the next artwork, which is Artistic Expressions by Anika Goenka and Spresh Juver. They worked together to collaboratively create the piece. Are either of the artists here? Okay, we will move forward. This is Chaotic Mess by Manasvi Gandhi and Kanak Daswani. Are either of the artists present here? So obviously, this depicts the chaos in a student's head, NACL and trauma and job, all the fears and anxieties of youth. Next artwork is The Intrusive Gambler by Dhruv Jain. Do we have Dhruv here? So moving forward, this is Deep Disequilibrium of Time by Anubhav De and Dhruv Jain. Collaboratively, they have created this artwork together. The next artwork is by Dishan Patel, The Future Worlds. Is Dishan here?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
I request the other people to mute it so that the person is talking able to hear. Somebody called Narayan, I think his mic is on. Please mute it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, please, Dishan.
Yes, ma'am. In this artwork, I have portrayed the future of the Earth, in which it is, the AI robotics and that. So the third one depicts that it is modern, very AI and that. The last one, corner one, that is depicted by the ecosystem. And yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dishan. As your other artworks come up, we'll call upon you again. Thank you. We move forward. This is Divyam Khator's artwork, Career Not Yet Decided. Do we have
Yes,
Divyam
ma'am.
here? Hi.
Yes, ma'am. Good
Yeah,
evening.
please. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. So the basic idea behind this artwork is the confusion in every teenager's life like me, that what he have to choose after 10th, science, commerce, or humanities. And after choosing the stream, obviously we have to go for coaching and all of that. So what career we have to choose? And it is the basic confusion in everyone's life, and no one has exactly decided what we have to do. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll call upon you again as we move forward. And again, I would like to request Divyam to come forward and talk about Doubtful.
Yes, ma'am.
Also, Vridhima Bharadwaj, if she's also here.
Yeah, ma'am. So basically, here is a photographer or a cameraman saying that not only in his mind is confusion, but there in every other creature, everyone has confusion in their mind. The world is not decided. World is full of doubts.
Okay. Thank you so much.
कुछ भी नहीं दिख रहा हूँ माँ।
I would like to request everybody here present to please mute their mics so that we can hear the artists. Yeah, thank you. This is also an artwork titled Doubts of Life by Ridhima Bharadwaj and finished by Divyam Khator. Divyam, please.
Yes, ma'am. So basically, this was Ridhima's artwork which she started.
मम्मी
So the idea behind this is she has made a girl in confusion, and I have made one side brain and one side heart. So the idea behind this is whether she should choose for the brain thing or the heart thing. And this is very common in our society also. because we have either choose to what we our brain thinks or what our heart thinks.
Yeah, very relevant. Thank you. Thank you so much. So we'll move forward to the next artwork, which is It Leaves Me Hanging on the Memories. Vanshika Tanvani and Parnika Dalan, they have collaboratively created this artwork. Or is either of them here? Okay. Um, we'll move to the next artwork, which is by Kanak Daswani, Crossroads of Expectations. Is Kanak here? No. So this is very much a depiction of confusion that seems to be on every teenager's minds. The next artwork is by Kanishka Ajwani, Lost in the Pages of a Book. Is Kanishka here? So this is very apt to me. I love reading. So seems like a very good interpretation of what it feels like to read a book. We move forward to the next artwork, which is by Manasvi Gandhi, titled End of the World. Is Manasvi here? This is a collaborative artwork between Kanak and Manasvi, titled Mysterious Wanderer. Seems to depict a strange man traveling through the lands. As neither of the artists are here, we'll move forward. This artwork is titled Nature's Girl, and this is a collaborative art piece between Navya Samshuka and Vanshika Tanvani. Is Navya here? Navya or Vanshika?
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hi everyone. So this artwork portrays the confusion and everything which grows in this girl's minds. But then there are flowers and then it has solutions, but for the time being it's in confusion.
Oh, thank you so much. Lovely idea. Let's move forward. So this is Navya's individual artwork titled Two Faces.
So like every decision we make in life, like it has two phases of it. And then so that's not decided yet, and but then the background is like very confused, clumsy, with different colors and a mix, and then there are bubbles, flowers, so there are bright sides and the dark sides.
Oh, lovely idea.
Thank you.
So we'll move forward to the next artwork, which is titled Our Future. And Adrita had to leave because she had to go to tuitions. Now, this is a collaborative artwork between Adrita and Kanishka Advani. Is Kanishka here? The next artwork is titled Who Am I by Parnika Dalan. Is Parnika here? Definitely depicts a lot of confusion and indecisiveness. And I feel like that's a running theme through the young artist's artwork. We've found a lot of them. Hopefully this pressure eases. The next artwork is Paths Uncharted by Kanishka Ajwani and Adita. Again, depicting the confusion of choosing a career, probably in 11th standard, figuring out what you want to do. The next artwork is by Prisha Bajaj, titled Symbolizing Oneself. Is Prisha here? Okay. This is a collaborative artwork between Sparsh and Aneka, titled Ready but Doubtful Too. Seems to depict two young people standing poles apart. Is Sparsh or Aneka here? Okay, we'll move forward. This is the individual artwork of artist Ridhima Bharadwaj, titled Let the Nature Guide You. Is Ridhima here? This is the individual artwork of young artist Soumya Garg, titled Not Yet Decided. Okay. Is Soumya here? We'll move forward. This is by Dhruv Jain and Anubhav De, their collaborative artwork titled Sherlock's Unsolvable Enigma. Are either of them here?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. So
Hi.
while we were doing like thinking about not yet decided, we decided to go on the theme of a detective because detectives are confused and they don't know the path of the mystery or the riddles. So we did a riddle background uh, where there are riddles written, and Anubhav did the detective, and it's a beautiful piece, I think.
It is, it's lovely. And it really seems to depict all the thoughts that you get in your mind, I assume, if I was a detective. Great
Thank you,
work.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we actually were inspired by kind of the Batman's Riddler character with like his green question marks and all. So yeah, we thought of using that type of a color scheme.
Okay. Great idea. I mean, that is generally not something people think about when they think detective. Riddler is a very
Yeah.
uncommon, yeah,
Yeah.
lovely work. So I'll call upon you guys as your other artworks come. So let's move on to the next artwork, which is Sleepless Nights by Parnika and Vanchika. Depicts the life of an average student, I guess, just hours in front of the computer and then falling asleep on the table. The next artwork is Sparsh Juver's individual artwork titled Have You Decided a Place for Vacation? Moving forward, the next artwork is by Tanvi and Dishan, who have collaboratively created this artwork titled Studies or Entertainment. I believe Dishan is here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Go ahead.
in this one, I have done the entertainment part, and she has done the studies. So basically, students are not able to decide between entertainment and studies what to choose.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Definitely true. And decisions have to be taken. Thank you so much. The next artwork is titled Swinging Girl by Vanshika and Navya. Navya was here. Is she with us right now? She's not here. So this is their collaborative artwork between Vanshika and Navya titled Swinging Girl. This is the collaborative artwork between Trisha Bajaj and Soumya Garg titled Tangled Thoughts. Are either of them here? We'll move forward. This is individual artwork of Tanvi Jain titled Career or Family. A very apt question to be asked. Is Tanvi here? The next artwork is titled The Alternate Realities, a collaborative artwork between Dishan and Tanvi.
Yes, ma'am. In this, the first three slide panels are done by me. So this indicates that in future that humans will be genetically mutated like the wolf flag, or be transformed into cyborgs, or animals, or anything.
Okay. Very interesting idea of what human future could be. The next artwork is Tough to Twist by Soumya Garg and Prisha Bajaj. Talking about the tightrope we walk every day between our hearts and head. The next artwork is the individual artwork of Vanchika Tanwani titled Floret Decided. And with that, all the artworks of the young artists that they have created is over. Wonderful work. Thank you so much for all the great artwork that you have created. Is there a young artist left who's here and we have not talked about their art, or if anybody would like to talk about a
Ma'am,
particular piece?
actually, I think so. You missed my personal artwork.
Dhruv
No,
Jain. I think it was the first.
I think so. It missed, or I came late. That's why.
Dhruv
Yeah,
Jain, the
exactly.
intrusive gambler, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this I was inspired by Colin's Goldberg by the lines work in his artwork. So I implemented that around the head, and to give a confusion look, because gambling is something that they they also never know what can happen. So
Yes.
I thought Not Yet Decided is the perfect theme for that, and I photographed it and edited it on top.
Okay, great. Colin would, unfortunately, he has still not joined us, but I'm sure he would have been incredibly happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Anyone else from the young artists? Okay. Thank you so much to all the young artists for participating in this wonderful exercise. I hope it was a lovely learning experience and you guys got to make wonderful friends. And thank you for all the good work that you have done. Hopefully, we'll see you again in the future. And before we move on to the artwork of all that was created during Biennale, I would like to ask Kirti, who is the co-curator of Space Biennale and runs Tasmai in Pondicherry, to say a few words.
Kirti, you are there? I think must be some problem because I cannot see.
Yeah, she's here, but I think it's an internet issue, maybe.
No, she's not responding. So we'll go ahead with our next professional artist group.
Yeah, let's whenever Kirti comes, we love to hear her talk a bit more about the experience. Yeah, but we will now start exploring all the artwork which was created for Space Biennale. So we'll begin by exploring all the artwork which was created during the Biennale. This is the first artwork. This is a collaborative art piece created with collaboration between artists Roshan Sahi, Akhila H, and Chugli Kumar Sahu, titled Green Tara. Is anyone from them present here? It's seems to be a lovely depiction of earth and earthiness and trees.
I can tell a little bit if you want about the artist.
Sure, please.
Yeah, I think that will be making it a little interesting. Okay, so Roshan started this work and he painted the canvas. Let me tell a little bit of background of this. Our size was A4 size, but he created a 2 feet by 2 feet painting. And when it's reached to Akila, she was damn confused that how it will go move ahead. So thanks to our digital world, so she printed the artwork in A4 size and then she painted that and forwarded to the next Chugli Shau, who is actually a sculptor. And Akila is more into line paintings, and that's how this painting is developed. Thank you.
Thank you. This is the next artwork, which is by Aman Rasoli, titled Where's My Face? She's a wonderful artist in Afghanistan. Is she here?
Hi, everyone. She's not here. Amon is not here. I
Oh, that is
texted
fine.
her, but she didn't answer.
That is fine. It's wonderful artwork, and I guess we'll hopefully she'll join us and we'll listen to her talk more about it a bit later. Yeah.
I texted her because she lives in Iran. She's originally from Afghanistan, live in Iran. So I texted her. I'm waiting for the answer.
That's okay. So next artwork. This okay. Internet again. But yeah. So this is an artwork titled Travelers by Anurag, Paul, Malavika, Mandal, Andrew, and Malcolm Fernandez.
I don't think Anurag and Malcolm is there. So basically, we both of us first started with the image file, and the motion GIF file is created by Malcolm. Malcolm is a very good video artist, and he's definitely a good artist from all the different mediums. But it's the feel of the travel, and not only related to the train, in the life also, all different way how we are detached from the universe and getting enclosed inside our all different equipments. That's the thing he has tried to show. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is the next artwork titled Inner Healing, and this is a collaborative art piece between Unifa, Vikas, and Aman. Aman is not here, but are either of the other artists present here?
Vikas was there. I don't know if he's still there.
I think it's okay if we'll come back to it later. This is the next artwork titled Melancholy of Life. Oh, I'm so sorry. 1 second, I think there's a glitch. 1 second, I'll reshare my screen again. 1 sec. Yeah, I'll reshare my screen again. I think there was an issue. Yeah, so this is a collaborative artwork titled Melancholy of Life, and it is a collaborative artwork between Rudra Sen Gupta, Parth Walse, and Trisha Ghosh, which seems to talk about the melancholy in life and I guess in general the existential sadness that we sometimes feel. Is anybody from them here? The next artwork is titled Divine Space, and it is a collaborative artwork between Akhila, Shugli Kumar Sahu. Is either of them here? This is Akhila's individual artwork titled Divine Space. And this is another collaborative artwork between Aman Ghanifa and Vikas titled Trapped in Thoughts. The next artwork is by Anurag Paul titled Deserted. And this is the next artwork. This is a collaborative artwork between Asha Edwin, Lakshmi Nagraj, and Harini Kumar titled Freedom. This is the next artwork, individual artwork by Asha Edwin titled Emma's Forest. And this is the third collaborative art piece that Vikas, Aman, and Ghanifa created, titled Glimpse of Hope. Next artwork. This is Vikas Acharji's individual artwork titled Hope. And this is Ghanifa's individual titled artwork titled as Glimpse of Hope. The next artwork is Harini Kumar's individual artwork titled Among the Ruins. And another artwork between Harini, Asha, and Lakshmi titled Contemplation. This is the individual artwork of artist Hedi Jamshidi, I Saw a Dream. Are they here? And this is the collaborative artwork that Hedi created with Vivek and Mahanaz Rasoli,
It's
titled
with
The Mysterious Space.
Meghna. It's with Subarna and Heidi. Vivek here.
Hello?
Hello, am I audible?
Hello?
Hello,
Hello?
am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, it was with Subarna, Das, myself, and Heidi, that one.
Oh,
Not
I'm
Meghna.
so sorry. I'm so
No
sorry.
problem.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. So, please, you're here.
Yeah, Subarna, I
Yeah.
think she was also here. So
Yeah.
basically, my concept was
Yes,
the.
yes. Good evening,
Yeah,
all.
Subarna, you want to explain?
No, you please go ahead. No, sir.
Okay, sure. So basically, my understanding of space was the correlation between the inner space, which is our mind and our subconscious self, and the power that it has, which is as vast as the outer space, which is the universe. So that is how I conceptualized it. Subarna, you would like to add anything?
Yes, same. The same concept also played with me only. The continuous tussle that we have between ourselves, inner self, and the outer world that we are facing day to day life and everything. So to have our existence in this world, so somehow with that we have collaborated in this one, and I'm really happy to work with Vivek and Heidi, and we did few meetings and did the work. I hope everything went well. Means came out well. Means we like. I think that's all.
Heidi has created the pink object which is in the center, the three-dimensional one. That is done by Heidi.
Oh,
And the
Nice.
top one is by Subarna, and the faces are by me. So that's how we
Yes.
managed.
So basically, it's a
Okay.
digital medium, right?
Yes, it is digital.
Yes. Yes.
Can I say something? Heidi usually works with cinema 4D.
Oh, okay. She's she's a 3D artist.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I think I don't think you have to worry on the part where it came out well or not. I think it's a great artwork.
Because they're not here, and I texted Amon, and she's not able to join the meeting. So
Oh, that's fine. So I'm so sorry, my internet is taking a lot of time to render. Is it visible to everyone?
Yes.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So this is, wait, I'm so sorry. Sorry, I had to reconnect my internet because it was going away again. So this is a collaborative artwork between Shehzain, Samba Prasad Biswas, and Subhajit Sahani, titled Bull's Head. Is anybody from them present here? Next artwork is Shehzain's individual artwork titled Infinite Explorations Beyond Knowledge and Galaxies. This is Jamie Batista's individual artwork titled Untitled Part 2. Is Jamie here? This is the collaborative artwork between Jamie. I am so sorry.
Seher and
What's happening? Yeah, I'm so sorry. I am Seher and Subhash Shore. Is anybody from them? Seher was here. Yeah.
Yeah, I am here. Subhash Shore.
Yeah. Oh, Subhash Shore is also here. Hello. Thank you so
Hello.
much for joining us. We would love to hear
Thank
your
you.
thoughts on the artwork.
Congratulations for your great efforts and to all the creatives. Yeah, I'm very happy to participate in this collaborative artworks so we can understand the feeling of each other's and the thought process. And I also enjoy the youngsters' expressions, yet not decided. I really enjoy their works also. So I hope in future we will work together.
I'm sure
Thanks.
he'll be very happy.
Yes. I'm always happy. Here I show the negative and the positive space.
Thank you. Yeah. This is the next artwork. This is the individual artwork by Kirti Chandak titled Packets of Love. Is Kirti here? This is the collaborative artwork between Kirti, Chandak, Shubarna Das, and Sneha Paul. I believe Shubarna is here.
Yes, yes. In this
Hello.
one also, and the space is here. Here I have, and this one is a mixed medium work. So here I played with the modeling of the, creates a very beautiful texture on a paper. So that texture attracted me a lot, and it's a kind of a mystical thing it's creating around a self or a person. So through that, I have depicted and collaborated with Sneha and Kirti. So that's all. Watercolor and oil medium I have used here for that.
Thank you. The next is a collaborative artwork. This one is titled How Public is a Public Space, which is a very relevant question for these days. This is a collaborative artwork between Lakshmi, Harini, and Asha. The next one is Lakshmi's individual artwork titled The Unbearable Whiteness of Being. This is our next artwork. This is a collaborative artwork titled Distorted Mirrors. This is a collaborative artwork between Mahnaz, Renata, and Pallavi Subhash. Is any of them present here? The next artwork is Mahnaz Rasoli's individual artwork titled The Fragmented Self. The next is Malavika Mandal individual artwork titled Space and Balance.
It's my digital artwork, and the development of the artwork is from the physical artwork, no doubt, but the main enjoyment I get it in the digital artwork is related with the layering. So I have tried here to show the different transparencies we are having in between, and at the same time, how we are balancing. Thank you.
Thank you. This is another individual artwork by Malavika Mandal titled Time, Space and Adjustments.
Because I work with both physical and digital work, so in this particular work, I have used the print of my physical work, which is a mirror image. But when we weave it, and when we put in a mirror image on top of each other, it's on the digital, it becomes very easy to see merge. But when it comes to weave it, that time you need a play of space, which you come to know a realization that is related with the adjustments. It is related with some kind of give and take. So that is the thing I have played in this particular artwork. And I have, because I have a liking for the weavings and different textile materials, so I have used those beads and different yarns, natural yarns in my work. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Malavika. The next is a collaborative artwork between Malavika, Malcolm, and Anurag titled Space Beyond Boundaries.
So now here I want to say what I have made it in my individual work of digital. Actually, that work I have given to the artist. My second artist was Malcolm, and he have beautifully totally transformed the artwork into a different layers of the walls. And afterwards, when it is gone to Anurag, he has added a lot of layers of landscaping, which has given us a distance feeling, a space between how the nature and we are there. And even in life, how the nature and though we have a space, but still how we are linked and living with each other. Thank you.
The next is another collaborative artwork between Malcolm, Anurag, and Malavika, started by Malcolm, titled The Pillars of Societies.
So Malcolm has made this artwork, and he made the whole landscape reverse actually. If you see when he created, it is like the sky, he made it downward. I mean, he just reversed it. So when Anurag received, he added all this, what right now we see whenever we are watching the sky, we see a lot of these aerials and towers and all. But I added a small tree. If you see on the left corner, there is a tree, and actually there is a bird also inside that. So I say that without, these, we still need the life. That is the thing I have tried to add it on that.
Thank you, Malavika. The next is the individual artwork of Meena, titled A Snowbird's Weather-Dependent Happy Source. Is Meena here? The next artwork is a collaborative art piece between Meena, Niladri, and Pallavi Subhash, titled Happy Place. Another collaboration between the trio of Niladri, Pallavi, and Meena, titled Mohalla Neighborhood. This is Vedati artwork titled Chani Chowk. And this is another collaborative artwork between the trio, Pallavi, Meena, and Niladri, titled A Dialogue. This is Pallavi Subhash's one individual artwork titled Om. And this is another individual artwork titled Anantam. The next is Pallavi's collaborative artwork that she started in collaboration with Mehnaz Rasuli and Renata, titled Enthralled. And this is the collaborative artwork started by Parth Palse, Trisha, and continued by Trisha Ghosh and finished by Rudra Pratap Singh Gupta, titled Just Around the River Bend. Is anybody from them here? So this is Punita Ranjan's individual artwork titled Portal or a Window to an Alternate Dimension. And this is Renata, Pallavi, and Mehnaz Rasuli's collaborative artwork started by Renata titled Facing My Demons. The next is Renata's individual artwork titled Twisted Woods of Thorn. And this is Rudra Pratap Singh Gupta's individual artwork titled Lollipop on Credit. Here's Rudra here. Moving forward, the next artwork is a collaborative artwork between Seher, Subhash, and Jamie titled Mindscape Elemental Force, started by Seher. I believe the artists are here.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Can I talk?
Yeah, please.
I think this is the final final individual artwork of Jamie, I guess. So my work is the shaping circle, and that's Mr. Shore's figurative added to it, and what Jamie had finalized it with something inside the circle. So I think that's the final final individual, maybe. No, final collaborative of Jamie Batista. Jaime Batista or Jamie Batista?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
The next is Seher's individual artwork titled Disoriented by Doubt.
Yeah, that's my final individual work, and when I thought of space, I thought of like objects in the physics terms. I thought of objects like floating without gravity, and I thought of light, and then when I was I was completing the artwork, I thought that I will just go beyond the boundaries. That was one of the Techspressionist Salon's topic. And I broke like the boundaries and get out of the borders, and I just expanded the art, not only in a square, and but the part that is outside has something related to still a closed space. I made a closed space that is actually not really closed. It's open, and it's just expanding. And I added my little planets to the work. So that was my part.
Next is the collaborative artwork between Samba Shenzhen and Shubhajit Sahani titled Hide and Seek. This is Samba Prasad Biswas's individual artwork titled Secret Womb. This is the collaborative artwork between Shubharna Das, Suneha Paul, and Kirti Chandak titled Boundless. Is any one of them here? Okay. The next artwork is Subarna Dash's individual artwork titled Celestial Symphony. Is Subarna here? So this is Subarna's individual mixed media piece titled Dreamscape. And this is a collaborative artwork titled Akash between Subarna, Hedi, and Vivek.
Hello, yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
So basically, Akash means it's like the sky, or sky is also a part of the space. Then we just transcend the boundaries of the earth. And also, Subarna's understanding of space will be rightly explained by her. For Heidi, on her behalf, Heidi wanted something that is out of this world, something that is imaginative and out of the realm of reality, something that is, kind of a fantasy, kind of a land with imaginary beings. I interpreted space as the aliens and the extraterrestrial individuals. And Subarna, over to you.
Yes, this is also a same thing. The space that I wanted to uh, show here is that the line with the metaphorical journey boundless expanse of the sky. And here I have played with the lines and textures of the digital medium as it's the digital medium. So with the patterns and swirling effects I have played here, and somehow it creates a means unique. That's all. Thank
Hello?
you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. This is the next collaborative art piece between Subhajit Samba and Shazain, titled The Eye. And this is Subhash Shore's individual artwork. Subhash is here.
Yeah, I am here.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
Here I represent the mysterious beauty of nature and its elemental force. We also occupy space, and human being is also space. Because
Yeah.
our body is created with 5 elements.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Yeah. The next is the collaborative artwork between Subhash, Jamie, and Sahar, titled Passage of Whispers, started by Subhash.
In this work, I use an image of a work created during the COVID period. I am showing with a globe in my hands that I am going to protect the world from the virus. So I am protecting the world. And this image, it is a colored image that is converted into black and white by Jamie, then also added by Sahar. And the final, I also enjoy the final work, the compositional, on the top, the left and the right, the negative space, not in a bounded frame, it's an expansion of space also. Those Sahar's
Yes.
rhythmic forms are very interesting, and the Jimmy's illusion and merging concept is very interesting. I'm very happy
Thank
to
you.
work with these artists.
Thank you. I was the last artist, so I just broke again the boundaries and gave the art, the piece, a movement by my lights, and I added again the floating like planets, and I expanded the artwork to sides so that this it's like I'm breaking the space or expanding the space. Exactly. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mr. Shore.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Glad to hear that you guys enjoyed working with each other. It's always great to see sort of different people come together.
Yeah.
So next artwork is Suneha Paul's individual artwork titled Mind Space. And then the next artwork is a collaborative artwork untitled, between Suneha, Kirti, and Shubarna. Oh, sorry. I believe Shubarna is still here.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's also the same thing. Means, as it is, this one is a mixed media, so it is done on the handmade paper. Kirti started the work with the watercolor and all. Again here, because as it's a mixed media, so I played with the collage with the different textured paper and watercolors and all. So again, that same mystic space that surrounds us, try to play it with that thing only, and I try to show it in the painting. Thank you.
Thank you. This next artwork is titled Voice. This is the individual artwork of Japanese artist Tara Sakamoto. And this is the final collaborative piece by Vivek, Shubarna, and Heidi titled Existence.
So yeah, again, it is on the similar lines of the existence of space within us, which is our mind, and the space outside us, which is the universe. So that is how I've tried to depict the various elements of the space. And yeah, so all my artworks have the same underlying theme, that the balance and the harmony between the inner space, which is the mind, which is as vast and as boundless as the outer space, which is the universe. And Subarna and Haide, was the fishes and all were done by Haide. And Subarna, over to you. Anything you want to add to this?
And here again, I have also tried to show. You can see that the right side, that the girl's face, where she is struggling with the things, that the thought process that's a coming, and that's a you can say one after another. It is rippling effect of the circles and the thoughts that are going on in her mind. And again, as it is a digital medium, so I played with the texture. I love to play with the textures, and also I've applied all those things to make it more mysterious and all.
Okay, thank you so much.
Color that is a very
Yeah.
soothing color of the universe. So that's all. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I think the voice got cut.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So sorry. This is the next artwork. This is Vivek's individual artwork titled The Space and I.
Yeah, so this is again my individual artwork. So all the artworks I have made using elements which I created on Adobe Illustrator software, and then I exported it to Adobe Photoshop. So this is basically, I use typography in this artwork, and the captions are basically related to what the aliens are there. When we see the aliens, there is an alien in all of us. Something that is unrecognized. Sometimes we feel alienated. So aliens also, like metaphorically, people view them as some different entity, something that doesn't belong to our world, but they also have life. And that is how I've tried to combine that concept with the energy of the universe that is manifested in us. So that is how, and I've used various filters in Photoshop and blending modes and the various tools to give the gradation effect and all the other galaxy kind of shaded effect. So yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Before we move forward and look at the other artworks, I would just like to invite Colin Goldberg. Colin is here. Hi. And I would love if he talks a little bit about tech expressionism, tech expressionist art, and it's his third time, I believe.
Hi, hello everyone. I'd like to thank Malavika for inviting me to participate today, and it's really good to see this artwork and to be involved in terms of reviewing the student projects. I think it's really encouraging to see so many young people using technology in their work, and I think as time goes on, it'll only become more and more part of everybody's practice as an artist. It seems like we're kind of right at the beginning stages of this in terms of it really as a big picture becoming part of our society, and educational system. Back when I was in college, there wasn't really too much, digital art taught. And then as time went on, it's become more and more prevalent. So, my work generally combines digital and traditional media. I studied painting as an undergraduate student, and then I went on to do a master's, an MFA in computer art. So a lot of my current work, combines those things. Actually been working on a new piece, which is behind me right now. It's kind of in process, but so this is a painting with digital overprinting on it, and let me just adjust my camera a little bit. So you can see it there, and it's fairly large scale. It's about 3 feet by 5 feet or so. And I use this printer behind me to do some of the digital overprinting. And this type of work is really where this term techspressionism originated for me. It was a way to describe my own work initially. And then back around 2020, it started growing into an artist group. And, since then it's become a broader international project, which really wasn't anticipated when it started. The term techspressionism was something that I kind of invented as a title for a solo exhibition back in must have been 2011. And now it's, kind of grown into, an artist group, or some refer to it as a movement. I'm going to leave that up to interpretation, but maybe that'll be, something that becomes more kind of, universally accepted down the road. But it's nice to see that it's spreading into all different countries. And we had a big exhibition, a physical exhibition last summer in New York State on Long Island. And then there's going to be another physical exhibition in Brooklyn and New York City this coming summer that another artist in the group, Tommy Mintz, is organizing and curating. So yeah, I just wanted to, maybe what I could do is share my screen for a minute, and I could show you kind of the way that this piece evolved. Let me know if you guys can you see my desktop?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So let's see. See if I can find the initial layer. So that's the first layer, which is just paint, basically, acrylic paint on linen. And that was put on with kind of like a commercial painting tool called a taping knife, which not sure if you can see it, but it looks kind of like that, basically. And it's used, by painters, like house painters. So kind of evolved from there into, well, that was actually sort of an early iteration, but what I do is I photograph the ground, the painted part, and then bring it into Adobe Illustrator and start composing an overprint layer. This was actually one that I didn't use, but you could also see this here is a finished work, another painting that was completed in 2020. So there's some relation between the two pieces in terms of some of the elements. But what I see, the reason that I bring this up is, to me, techspressionism, I think it means a lot of things to different people. The definition was it was formulated in part by a woman named Helen Harrison, who she's an art historian, and she works at a place called the Pollock Krasner House and Study Center, which is where the painters Jackson Pollock and his wife Lee Krasner lived and worked. Pollock was sort of famous for his drip paintings back in the 1950s, and he was one of the first abstract expressionists. And techspressionism kind of grew out of expressionism, which you could think of techspressionism as a combination of these two terms, expressionism and technology. And the expressionists started really in Germany back in the 1920s and 30s, artists like Kandinsky, and there are artist groups called Die Brücke, or The Bridge was one of them. And another one was Der Blaue Reiter, which is like the Blue Rider. And both of those were groups of artists who painted in an expressive way, but they were not abstract painters or figurative painters. And moving on through time, the next sort of group of expressionist artists were abstract expressionists, and those were primarily in the United States in the 1950s. People like Jackson Pollock, Mark Rothko, Willem de Kooning, things like, people in that sort of generation. And then moving forward into like the 1970s and 80s, there were the neo-expressionists, people like Jean-Michel Basquiat, who's known as, started out as sort of a street artist doing graffiti work, and then started evolving into doing paintings on canvas and got involved in the gallery system. And a number of other artists kind of fell into that grouping. And so when techspressionism started, Helen Harrison, was instrumental in helping formulate the definition of the term, which is an artistic approach in which technology is utilized as a means to express emotional experience. So that is to be differentiated from digital art, which might combine, might include things like video game design, or say animated movies, Pixar movies, things like that, where they might be the product of commercial studios or companies. And techspressionism is really conceived of as an artistic approach that is taken by individual artists, as a form of personal expression. In the same way that people might talk about Cubism or Surrealism or any of these other isms that people use to describe artwork or might be representative of a school of thinking. So, it's a fairly new idea, and it was Helen Harrison that really was, she was instrumental in terms of defining it as an approach. My initial definition described techspressionism as an artistic style in which technology is utilized, and she pushed for that word to be exchange with the word approach. So instantly that opens it up to artists who work in all different styles. You might think about surrealist artists who generally they have a fairly unified style. You can recognize, different surrealist artists, but they all are kind of related in some way aesthetically. Same thing with cubist artists, people like Picasso and Braque. There's definitely similarities between them. And then within surrealism, people like Rene Magritte and Salvador Dali, there's definitely sort of related aspects, in terms of being figurative artists, things like that, where in terms of describing something as an approach, it really leaves it open to people working in completely abstract ways, people in working completely figurative or representational ways, and also across different media, which might include physical media, like even though the piece behind me involves digital composition and digital printmaking in combination with traditional media, I still think about it as a painting, where in the end, it's on linen. The initial work was done, with physical paint, acrylic paint, and it gets stretched up ultimately, like a painting. So techspressionism, I think, is a bridge term between traditional art, media, and fully digital art. And so a lot of people in the group do create work that's solely digital, that is composed and created on computers, and then it's also consumed on computers. That is, it's made to be viewed on a screen, like animated work or NFTs, for instance. And NFTs really open the door for technology-based work by individual artists in a way that nothing else really has in the past, in that it became a way that artists could sell their work, which, as digital artists has been very difficult. And also it's something where a lot more people started creating work that might not have even been able to, or never would have considered themselves an artist. So I think it's really positive to see an exhibition like this and to see a project like this where artists are collaborating. Malavika has really been instrumental in bringing this idea to India, which I think is really incredible. And Sahar taking it into Iran, and working with artists like Nagin and others. And I think that each artist is going to have their own particular way of interpreting, what techspressionism means for them, and I think that that's really positive. So, anyone on here, you're always welcome to come to our salons, which are Zoom meetings online, where other artists, all the artists who want to show up, meet and share our work through Zoom. And you can get the Zoom link by going to the techspressionism website, which is techspressionism.com. And if you go down, use the main menu, there's an option for salon where you could register for the next salon, as well as view the recordings. And we're up to salon number 77 now. So it's been going on for quite a while, since for about 3 years now. And, it's grown from our first salon was 5 artists, and now the group in the artist index has over 300 artists from about 40 countries involved. And on Instagram, if you post your work on Instagram and use the hashtag techspressionism, it'll be seen by our curator, Renata Yanishevska, who's our Instagram curator. And that's how a lot of the artists in the artist index are located. And the hashtag has been a primary way that the movement has grown over the last couple of years. I think there's over 65,000 posts at this point that are using the hashtag. I could look and see. Actually, I'll just share my screen one more time really quickly before I get off. So if you go to Instagram.com, you'll see that there is, or actually I'll just search for it. And there's techspressionism India. So you could see actually in the search, there are different accounts for different countries. So Techspression India, for instance, is its own account, techspressionism.in, and you could see this is founded by Malavika and Gopakumar. They're the the creator of this account. So these are all images that were reposted there, and then the main account for Instagram is techspressionism, and different artists' work are reposted here on this account. And if you search the hashtag, you could see all the posts from artists around the world who have been using the hashtag. And yeah, we're coming up on almost 70,000 posts now. And these are artists all around the world. And this is a good way to see interesting new work. This guy does really kind of cool pixel-based animations. And it's really, I think, amazing to see this term being adopted by so many different artists around the world. And the main site is techspressionism.com. You could see the definition, and then on here under the salon, you could see. Well, this is the last one. I still have to post the next graphic, but the salons are held on the first Thursday of every month. So the next one, I believe, is December 7th, and they're at noon Eastern time. So you could also see the archive of all the different salons on this page, and they're basically recordings of the various Zoom sessions. So you could see, and some of them include demonstrations and presenting artists and things like that. So yeah, I wanted to just say hello, introduce myself, and thank you guys all for showing and sharing your work. And thanks again to Malavika for inviting me. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Colin, for making it possible. And just one more question related to the young artist he has gone through. So would you like to say something?
Oh, sure. So yeah, it's been really interesting to look at the work and to see how young artists are working together and to collaborate. I think, yeah, this is the third one that I've been involved in, looking at these young people. And I think, Malavika showed a lot of initiative in terms of bringing this idea of techspressionism to young people. Up until that point, up until her presenting this to students, it really was something that was, a project involving older artists, who are primarily out of school already. So to see young people, working with this concept and using technology in an expressive way, I think is really important. I think a lot of young artists who get involved using technology are thinking about it only as a way to get a job. Basically, they want to go out and do rendering or do video game design, architecture, film production, video production. And I think all of those things are actually, they're very important. And obviously there are employment opportunities in all those areas. So obviously, in order to make your artwork, you need to be able to afford to have a place to live, to pay the bills, to have a space to work. Right now, my studio is in my dining room. So it's not anything extravagant, but it's important. Like, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to leave pretty soon for a work meeting, but my sort of bread and butter work is doing commercial design work. So that's where I learned software like Adobe Illustrator. It was not taught in school when I was a student. I graduated from college in 1994, and students knew more than the professors at that point, in terms of computers. So it was all learned on the job, and I got involved in New York City doing website design back in the early days, the beginning of the web, really, in 1994. So I was very lucky to be in that place at that time. And next year will actually be the 30th year that I'm building websites. So this is something I've done for most of my adult life. And through the course of my commercial career, I've been able to learn these tools to the point that I can do what I want with them as an artist. So I think my advice to students would be to make sure that you're learning the tools well enough to be able to go out and find employment. And in doing that, you'll be able to have, full facility over those tools and be able to make them do what you want. Because over the years, I've seen the most interesting personal artwork come from people working in ad agencies, working in production studios, people who do this stuff for a living, and then they go home and they make their own work, but it's created at a skill level that's beyond just artists who work within the gallery system. I think, people who work in industry really have an opportunity to learn the tools. When you have to do something for a client, you have to really make them happy and have a good handle on it. So then when you're trying to execute an idea for yourself, you're able to do that. And traditionally, artists, they worked in restaurants or did other things, completely separate from artwork to be able to support themselves as an artist. And now we've come to a point where people who work with computers are actually at a very high advantage in terms of, computer work is part of our culture and society, to the point that if you have computer skills, you're going to be able to find a job. And so the long and short of it is, make sure you're learning things to have a career in the field that you're interested in, but also always keep making your own personal work, because those things feed each other, and you're going to push yourself as an artist to do things that you wouldn't be doing in commercial work, that are going to make you more creative and be able to come up with more interesting commercial work, and vice versa. You're going to learn things for the sake of commercial projects that you'll then be able to incorporate into your own personal studio practice. So yeah, I just want to, wish all of you luck. It's been really enjoyable, reviewing the work and, going through it, commenting on the different pieces. And yeah, I wish you all good luck, and definitely invite you to join us in the salons.
Anyone want to ask any question to Corinne? Yeah, I think they are happy with your presentation and will be gaining good knowledge from you. Thank you. Yes,
Very
Meghna?
welcome, Malavika.
I think she's got disconnected. No issues. Thank you, Colin, for making it possible.
Thank you.
So with this.